Hey team, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on generating sequence numbers for your products as they come off the assembly line. So the question is, how do you create serial numbers for your product as they roll off the production line with the sequence? So you can see here, my step one would be design your sequence. You have to tell me the start number, the end number, are you going to increment, and that is per product. So our committee came up with this pattern for my start width, and here's my end width. We wanted pretty much, like 100 billion. And I want to increment each of these by 4. Now I'm going to start off with all these zeros, and then the next one would be all those zeros and then a 4. So that will be my sequence number. Let's go ahead and create that sequence. The next part of the program really circles around this one store procedure from Microsoft. And what it does is it takes that sequence number that we used up here, and then tell me how many barcodes or serial numbers you want. So then we would execute this store procedure, and the output of this store procedure would go into these variables. And those variables are defined here. Now, after I generate the output, I then have a table, and I'm calling it serial numbers, and I get some kind of batch number, some kind of sequential identity column, and then that actual serial number that came out of this sequence, and then the create date. And then I have to convert those serial numbers to bigints so we can actually do math on that. And then I get into my loop, and I stay inside this loop, and I am giving you a batch number, a serial number, and a create date. So the batch you send in, the current I'm actually generating. See how I get the first number on line 50? And that's the first number. And I'm assigning that to current. And then I say current equals current plus your incrementor. So I just stay in here until current is less than last, and that will generate all of our serial numbers. And once we get done with those serial numbers, I then have a list, and then we can send those off to your print room where they can make barcodes. So let's see this execute. And notice my batch was 1. Let's do this. Ready? Go. And look at my output. So my output batch is 1. That identity column is just sequential numbers from 1 to 200. Right? And then notice that I started with that 0, like I told you, and then I incremented by 4, and we're done.